Alright, I wasn't gonna do a video here on this topic. I just kind of thought it was reaching, but because there's been like a little low in action this past few weeks and the Olympics happening, I barely watched the Olympics, but again, I saw this happening there. We're gonna piece it all together in this video. It's just a theory, but I did notice this in a lot of events. And I'm talking about both a 33 coding. I mean, a lot of channels go over that, so this isn't too much on that, but I am going to point out a few spots where I noticed 33 that none of the other channels picked up on. But anyway, the other thing is this neon yellow. Found this pretty prevalent in all the hoaxes this summer, and in order to really understand this video, you're going to have to be on the same level as the channel, which is, you know, everything, most of what you see on the mainstream media is a hoax event. So with that being known, I tend to look for some of the coding or a prevalent color that is in all of them. And it seems that we got a lot of yellow in these, so I'm going to go through them. We have Andy Moss, I think this guy's name is. I couldn't think of one in the Orlando shooting. I couldn't think of where they use yellow, and then I'm like, yeah, it's Andy, you know, it's a clear one. And then in this one, I had seen this when they first showed the Nice event. You got the backpack there and the yellowish. It looks kind of like neon to me in that recording, so I thought that was kind of crazy. And then that wasn't that neon. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. That wasn't that neon, but it did say Hotel Christ. This is where supposedly the suicide bomber lived, who let off a bomb in Germany, I think. Didn't kill anybody but himself. And I did like a video, it's on my channel, about the crime scene that they let CNN just get on there right away. But I didn't even notice the 33 until I did a second video on it, but you see 33 there. And then behind her on the little menu, it had said 33, and these first two wines were 320. You see it there. And then you see the yellow again. Right when they start recording, this guy's leaning over and doing his shots, but he's got this bright yellow thing. And we got the 33, and I looked up what 320 means in the gematria calculator. I can link that in the description. Suicide equates to 320. So there you go right there, twice. And then the 33 vertical. And 22, the builder number. It's an important number for Freemasonry. Right there vertically. And in gematria, the zeros typically mean nothing. Yeah, so right there, neon yellow. And then this was such a cheesy breakdown of that crime scene. Kingsley shooting. I thought this was a fake event. Right here, yellow. And then I had noticed some 33 coding in this when I started breaking it down a little more. If you pause it, then pause it right here. There's three. I gotta rewind it just a tiny bit. What is this guy, like pudding or something? He's got 3 stacks of this chocolate pudding, and then he's got a 3 stack of styrofoam cups. I couldn't find the 33 coding, but I mean, there's some right there, and you got the black or the brown and the white, because this one was a race-inspired psyop. Blacks vs. Cop. Like, it was the most ridiculous thing pretty much all summer, other than the McHoax. But yeah, so there's a 33. It's not always going to be a direct number. Like in that latest Syrian attack with the boy. I mean, orange is 33, so you got your coding there. And then just in case that wasn't already enough coding, the boy is looking at a toy truck. And they made sure to replay that. Pretty much every local news coverage I found on this thing made sure they showed him to looking at the truck and all this. I just feel like it was psychological. They wanted you to recall the Nice attack. I talked about it. I broke it down in another one of my videos. But I'm just piecing all these things together. So there was more coding with the truck. And then look, his wife. His wife is wearing neon. Is this a fashion now? I'm not really in tune to fashion. Is this a fashion? Joyce has the yellow on. You got a fire truck over here, toy. I don't know why there would be a toy. Maybe he has a kid. Um, yeah, it's just weird to me that color is there. They both had that color on. Black and white beard. And then you got the 33 in this one. That was a Munich shooting, and then you got a lot of the aftermath, the police state. I don't know what these guys were doing, but there was a ton of these guys with pistols and guns, and then you had your militarized police there. This is RT. You see another one there. That's probably my biggest reach as far as like the yellow, but you can find it in a lot of them. And now the next thing is like why is this significant? How does this tie in to the Olympics? Well, I only saw about I sat down and saw maybe 15 minutes of Olympics, and that's like maybe 3 or 4 different occasions sitting down for like 5 minutes, and I I was just blown away, having already kind of had this concept in my mind about the yellow and how they're using the yellow to chain all them together, and they're probably going to reinforce it during low periods. This is what I wanted to do a video on it, but I really didn't have it in a lot of events. In the 33, I wasn't able to find, but like I said, I sit down and I see yellow, yellow. It's like one of the most prominent colors in advertising because it grabs your attention. You know, yellow and red. I've said this before. Red is to play on fear, anxiety, and yellow is to grab your attention. That's why McDonald's uses the two of them in combination. It's like psychological warfare. And that's just, we're talking companies just trying to get you to go to their establishments. But so I wanted to find a clip or whatever. I just found a few pictures. I found an article about Nike is releasing a whole line. You'll see them in the pictures. I found an article. I'm not crazy. Like a lot of people were pointing out the yellow theme. And of course they say something. I honestly feel like this article kind of was geared to it's like cognitive dissonance for people that might have picked that up. And it's just a fad, you know. It's because they were seen by the drivers. Well, they could be any. It could have been any color, neon color. And like, don't we have reflective stuff? Um, why does it need to be neon? I guess during the day. Uh, so neon colors, but it's mostly just yellow, to be honest. Like, look at that, yellow. This is the shoe you can get. It's like 130 or something, complete rip off. But like, they're trying to push this. They want everybody to be like rocking these things. 130, total rip off. Look at, she's not American, but those two have it. These guys have it. I mean, if you watch any of the race on the show, I mean, I'll link the article. It's ridiculous. So my theory is that, you know, during low periods and during during the year now, in between stuff, everybody's just going to be rocking this neon yellow. I can see it everywhere. And whether people understand it or not, it's helping them to recall all the terror events. And if they believed on them, it's playing on your emotions. If you think I'm fucking kidding, if you think this is like a joke, this is not a joke. I was not gonna do this video, but I kind of woke up to this concept. I mean, I knew about it going through school, but I didn't know, you know, it might be tied into some of the agendas that they're pushing until I watched like a video. Jesse was doing Ebola coverage. I think this was before he started getting really arrogant and stuff, and I really thought he was a good source of information, and he was cluing people into that light green color as being like the Ebola fear tactic. And like right after he mentioned that, like it was like every ad campaign that I saw on television, even if it had nothing to do with medical or anything, they were using that light green. It was like my mom had got me a backpack, a hiking backpack, and it was like that color. It was freaky, and I just feel like the fashions are intertwined with the agenda, the color schemes, and the concepts. Just figured I'd throw it out there. I wasn't gonna do the video, but I mean, every race I saw, it's like all your eyes were looking at was these shoes. This is their line. They say neon colors, but I mean, they're all this color. It's like blinding, and I mean, that's the same exact color that Kingsley had on, his wife had on, that reporter had attached to his bag. You know, those people at the Nice attack had this color on pants, and the lady had it on her back. It could be that it's a fashion statement right now, but I don't know. All these big names are on board. The Olympics are on board. They're wearing their shoe. Like, why would they wear those Nike shoes on the Today Show in that article? It just seems bullshit. Nike's really plugging these. The NWO, it's like they're really plugging this color right now. They want everybody to be fucking reminisce on this summer and the events because there was so much of this color used in them. Alright, I'm out. Peace.